Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jenk Plays with me, Jenk Coffington, and today we're playing some more Transport Fever 2. Last episode we did two main things, one of it which is this monstrosity here that we're going to spend most of today's episode ripping out and replacing with trains. And we also beefed up our food production in the southwest, adding another farm to our supply chain, which is now filling these guys up, saturating them. So probably next episode we'll come back and review our food down here. And we'll also potentially review our fuel line as well. So the next day it's probably going to be like a line review, see what we've got so far, see what's working, see what's not, put some efficiencies in. But today the main focus is going to be replacing all the work that we did last episode with trains. Last episode we put in a supply chain for logs, planks and tools for West Valley City. They have quite a low demand, but we also have Olathe, which recently started demanding tools as well. So because of the low demand, I didn't necessarily want to spend a lot of money setting up a train line, and also we had a challenge of how do we get down here. You can see the problem of that I'm alluding to at the start of the episode here. But how do we get down this stretch here with trains? And the answer is you don't, at least not without spending a lot of money. So I spent most of last episode putting in a road to connect the supply chain, and then buying a ridiculous amount of trucks to try and fill the supply need that we had for our production facilities. Put them in, and this happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip all of this out and replace most of it with trains. So we're going to put a train link in from our logs in West Valley City and link that to our sawmill. We'll have a simple shuttle truck going up and down the hill, and we'll have another train running from the bottom of the hill all the way through to our tool production over in Arlington. I don't actually know whether this line is profitable. Let's find out. So yeah, the line is profitable. It's just stupid. So let's just get rid of it. I'm tempted to leave it supplying for now because it will keep the factories happy. And then we'll put in our train line either alongside it or find another way around. I do kind of want to see if I can bridge here with trains. When we looked at it with cars, with trucks, it was going to be quite expensive. Yeah, it's going to be expensive here as well. Okay, maybe not this one. Let's see if we can bridge this one with a train. Okay, yeah, I'm more okay with the cost of getting across here. So we could go straight around here, follow the road. It's a bit up and down here, so we might have to bridge or build some mounds to support it. Follow it round and do the curve. Bring it around to here. The reason why I wanted to go there was because it would be more direct, less curving to do it. But I think with the trains we've got at the moment, I don't think curves in our tracks are going to slow us down too much. Quick sip of coffee. Got to stay hydrated. So let's put this in. We start with our terminus, do a cargo terminus. Let's go as long as... we can always come back. We'll do one. Will we just do one? Yeah, we'll just do one for now. And then we can have that come through. So if this then becomes our distribution hub for West Valley City, we do probably want to keep it a little bit separate from the logs. So we might just want to find the right spot for the train, and then once we've got the spot for the train sorted, link it up to things. So as straight as possible across that gap. We'll probably be okay with just a little bit of a bend. Let's bring it up to maybe about there. And then we can put in a road. So we just line it up. Actually, I just do that. Yeah, that'll do. And then bring that around to, say, here. Just check that it's connected. It is not. To there, and will let me do it without ruining it. Yeah, that looks horrendous. Let me smooth it around a bit. maybe... I know in a previous episode I said I'm not really about detail, but I don't like it to be ugly. So if we can bring a road into, say, there, which then kind of looks like it's going into the entrance. Yeah, that kind of works. Bring that road down to around there. And bring that through to... take that out. Bring that through to there. Why is this road being so weird? Okay, there, like that. Take this line out. Now I'm thinking about it, that road makes no sense at all. I do apologise for me going back and forth. Okay, so that's all covered it, that's covered it. And you can see that that is also covered as well, so we can use that to ship stuff in. Okay, so we've got this end set up. Do the track. Okay, so bear with me on this. This might take some doing and undoing. Part of me is like, we should bridge here first and then make it work once we've got the bridge set. So I think that looks pretty cool, quite striking. And it's also more efficient. We don't just do things for efficiency. And we can then bring that, see what curve we can get. So you could even get to 120, keep it at 120. It's going to be a very long time until we have cargo trains running at 120, by the way, so even now that might be a little bit ambitious. And can we just stack it with dirt? 118, 120. Yeah, it doesn't look amazing. We can come back and terraform it a bit later. And I guess the question is, how much is it going to cost to dual track it? Not too much. We'll leave it a single track for now. It's going to be a while. Is it going to be a while? It's not going to be a while, actually. Let's just double track it. Let's just plan it as if we're going to double track it. So really, actually, that's not quite in the right spot for a double track. So you want a little bit more space. So potentially like that. I don't know. Hang on. I think actually double tracking it there makes more sense than double tracking it here. Yeah, I think that looks better. So let's put that in, and then connect back up. So that's going to be the inside line. That's quite a tight bend, actually. So outside line. We do inside line first. So 120, 120. Okay, bring this in. We want to stay above 100 if possible. Let's do 105. Goes back. Dirt, 120, there we go. And that should be also okay, fine. And then we can split the track out. Okay, so we've got our double track set ready. The reason why I'm double tracking it is I'm just thinking about the distance we've got to go and the speed of our trains. And we want to get a decent rate on this. So the higher the volume, the better. And we can't, with the trains we've got now, they'll struggle to do large trains. So we'll have to have a couple of smaller trains. We have enough money, I think. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll keep going. Another quick sip of coffee. Okay, so then the inside track. Looking at this. I'm just going to move this road out of the way a little bit. Now seeing how much it's going to cost to do that, I'm kind of quick autosave. Make it as short as possible, less expenditure. Okay, there we go, and then they can keep running. So we should then be able to come around the inside. Depending on the height difference here, we might just bridge this bit. I'm now realizing this is going to be quite an expensive line, and it's probably not going to be profitable, but it's a start. And also we know that we need tools for Olathe, so we can make some money supplying Olathe to subsidize supplying West Valley City. So if we just keep going, and if we need to subsidize it for other lines for a bit, we can always do that. It's not like we're poor at the moment. Okay, just keeping that straight as much as possible. Just bring it around. Don't love the idea of tunneling, but I mean, when we came back to assess it, there's a lot of height difference here, and given the trains you've got, keeping things as level as possible is probably a good idea. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're still on the inside. Bring it up to here. Thinking about it, do we still have the money back for deleting stuff? We don't actually quite get the refund for deleting just yet. So in Transport Fever, if you delete shortly after you've made something, you can get a refund. What we could do potentially is do a single track over here and have them merge. So they share the track, so it actually saves money. So let's actually consider doing that instead. I think I'm okay with this one being split tracks. It wasn't too expensive, but I reckon it would look pretty cool if we had a single track running across here, and then Salt Lake City will have the great aspect of that looking over it. So I live in the UK, and there's a walk in Yorkshire called the Yorkshire Three Peaks, and there's a striking viaduct that just runs across for quite a long way. And as you're walking along, you see it from the ground, and as you climb, you see it from above, and it's a very striking feature. I feel like Salt Lake City would benefit from having something similar. So let's invest in their future. I mean, in 200 years, they'll be looking at it thinking that is amazing. Those Victorian engineers did so much for us. I mean, that's very impressive. It looks slightly ridiculous, but honestly, I think I love it. So we're going to do it. There we go. And then all these people down here see that. I mean, to be fair, that's only slightly more ridiculous than the viaduct I was talking about in Yorkshire. So I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Okay, 200 to there, or 460 to there. I'd rather smooth it than to have bridges. How much is the cutout going to cost? So that's a lot more expensive. Yeah, I'm being lazy here, but in the interest of time and getting this line set up, you can make it sexy afterwards. So like I said, where we've got expensive features that we've paid a lot of money to put in, we can single track, so we don't have to do it twice. So we bring this one in, that one out. So that should be long enough for them to be able to get in. I used to do this a lot in the... I mean, we probably could single track all of this section here. Yeah, let's do that. That'll save us quite a bit of money. So it's double tracked here, single tracked along this stretch here. I mean, some designs I've seen single track it along most of the way, and they just have laybys every so often, which is something else we could consider. Can bring that round. Probably actually go straight out, to be honest. Keep going straight. Maybe not quite that far. To about there. And then bring that round. So now we need just a nice gentle curve, probably to there. Which would actually be quite nice, I think. A bit of a variable terrain there. If we go here, it's going to bridge it. So actually we might want to drop it a bit. Rather dig out than bridge, to be honest. Bring that through to, say, there. Okay. So it's collisioning because of the road. But as we've already established, we don't necessarily care about the road. Yeah. It's going to look ugly. Bear with me. I will take this road out in a sec. That looks amazing. I love it. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll put in our terminus here for planks. Turn the station. Do 1 track. We'll do 2. Yeah, stick at 160 for now. It's going to be a while until we get large enough. Let's see, maybe let's connect. Do 2 track, see if that lines up slightly better. It does. Okay. I don't know, we'll go 1 track. I don't think we're going to need more than 1. It's spending twice as much to get it in. It's about there. Slight rotation. Maybe there. Yeah, that's not so bad. Maybe a little bit too much of a curve there. And then bring this through to connect. Yeah, we'll smooth this out. We'll make it look better, don't worry. It's not going to look like this forever. Okay. And then we'll split the track as well. So on the outside, bring that through. Let's delete this road for a second. That's going to be annoying. Okay, because if there's a vehicle in the way, you can't delete the road, and once that segment is just a vehicle, you can't do anything with it, so you have to re-add the segment to be able to move them out of the way. So we give them maybe to there, and then take it back a bit. Bring them out. There we go. So dual track there so they can cross over, and then dual track here so they can cross over. Bring that into maybe like there, like that, to there. Okay, and then we'll put in back in this road for the time being. We will. Yeah, don't care if it's ugly. It's a temporary fixture. Okay, so we have our first stretch of training. This is going to go from logs to planks. I'm probably going to terraform it off screen, actually, thinking about it. Right now, I think we want to put in some signals to deal with the sections where we've got single track. Let's double track that bit there. Oh, a bit further to there. So they can cross over. And then, yeah, that's fine, all the way up. And then finally to the station. Okay, so we've got our line. We do the signals now. So we travel on the right. So we need to stop there. There are mods that do this. This is a non-modded playthrough. So there's like an optimum spacing. I just put them every so often. I'm not fussy enough. I don't know if fussy is necessarily the right word. That might actually be a bit short for a crossover. Yeah, I'm actually going to extend the crossover a bit there. You take that. Wow, they could demerge in the tunnel. It's going to be awkward, isn't it? Those tracks aren't even properly aligned. Bring that out. Bring that in. Okay, so these tracks are now aligned. What we could do... I mean, to be fair, this is not that expensive a stretch. We could just dual track this bit as well. Yeah, I mean, we've got the money. It's an investment in our future. Like that. Like that. Okay, and then we can signal. We'll put signal before they go in, and then before they come out. And then as they come onto the bridge, we'll stop them there. And as they come onto the bridge from that side, we'll stop them there. And then stop them going into the tunnel. And we'll also have, quick autosave, a midpoint there. And then the same again here. So that should be long enough for a crossover until we get like very long trains, at which point we'd probably revisit this and change quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so we've got a line, tracks in. We now need to actually set up the line and put the trains on it. So we do this in stages. So this top one first, and then we'll bin the logs, and then we will then do the same again for the planks to tools. Okay, so is there any spot that looks like a sensible place for a train depot? Realistically, probably this bit here. It looks, I say it looks relatively flat. It's quite hilly. We could maybe do one. Oh, there's a bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. Nothing to see here. He's roaring. He doesn't like me. Okay, I'll leave you to it. What we could do is have it come off like this, and then from the other side as well. Merge into a single track, and then we can then send them both directions. And we want to stop them from entering while there's something on the line. That should be okay. And we'll put one there as well. And wait, I'm on the wrong side. I missed. Made a mistake there. Put one there so they can enter. Actually, can I do it so they can go both ways? I can. Okay. That won't let me do it as well. It will. Excellent. That is very curvy trains. Let me rethink of that signal now. And that signal. And that signal. So, no, that's not the right one. Signals. So we want to stop them from entering there, 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 and there. We also want to stop the trains from crossing over there. I did it again. From there. Actually thinking about it. So they're going out, but they're going to be going the wrong way if they go that way out. So actually, that's a return, that's an outbound, that's an outbound, that's a return. So we want the directioning on these signals. So out and out, so that's right, so they're going on the right, that's right, so they're going on the right. Stopping them from hitting them on the way out, stopping them hitting on the way out. I think that's okay. If you get your trains wrong, you will find out later on. You get a warning like, oh, train is stuck, and it'll be like 30 minutes, an hour after you did it, and it'll be because your signals are slightly wrong. And then you get to come back and try and figure out what we did wrong and try and fix it. Okay, so that should be okay. So we can now get trains on it. Let's actually set the line up. So new line. It's going to be from there to here. And that's going to be train freight, WVC logs to AR planks. It's going to be log station, plank station. Okay, so we've got the line set up. We've got signaling set up. We're probably going to want at least 2 trains on this line. Oh, I've got some new trains. So we started with Baldwin 6 wheels. That's what's on the oil line at the moment. And we've just got the General and the Baldwin. Let's see, so 60, 45, so it's faster, more tractive power, more tractive effort and power. So we'll get there quicker, and it's slightly less pollution. And it'll last just as long. Standard freight locomotive. Yeah, I can see. I don't see why we'd go with the General over the Baldwin, to be honest, unless we had a low speed line. Maybe for passengers. I don't know. So we'll go with the Baldwin. We want cargo. So the fastest we can go at the moment is 60, so any of these will do. And we want flat car side stakes. We're also going to want to put a boxcar on it as well to ship the tools back. So we need to think about mixed materials. But for now, let's see. If we go to, got 160 meters to play with. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So lots of logs. Could buy 2 of these, get them on. Okay, so what we'll do now is sell all of these guys. So manage vehicles, let's sell all of them. Sell all vehicles. And we also need to delete the, well, we'll change the line. So the line's now going to be called, I don't want to change it without that. If we delete it, actually, it should shift the logs over to the train line. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Who cares? If we take, we'll put it back in. That was a bit of a silly move on my part, to be honest. If we put that back in, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's connected to that before. I guess we'll just have to let's make this road nice again, actually, while we're messing. If we've got rid of it, let's make the road nice. So bring that round. I don't want a straight road. No, it wasn't. Bring that up. Very steep. That is ridiculously steep. Okay. I think I want my trucks to not be having to climb that hill, so let's get that. So it's happy on that side. Okay, if we put it there, bring that in, then our trucks aren't having to climb that hill. We do want to smooth that a bit because that looks rough as heck. Bring it on the side. Connections there. Yeah, that doesn't look quite so severe now. It's not ideal, all of this like height changing we've got going on here. Okay, so that should now be, it is not. Sod it. We'll just make them climb the hill. It's their own fault for deciding to work in the 1800s. So we'll put them. I mean, we could just do that. Let's not mess around. I'd rather play with some other lines. So we'll put it for there. Okay. And tidy up some of the mess we made there. At least for that. It was always like that. Okay. So that is currently WVC, so we need to take out some of those stops. So we've got West Valley City logs. That's now going to be West Valley City dist hub. And then we've got West Valley City distribution. And that's going to be load. Going to be load everything, unload everything. We're not going to get picky about this. Unload everything. We're going to rename this one WVC dist. Okay. And we'll put some cargo, maybe 2 on there just to stimulate demand. So they're going to want their tools. The trains are on their way. They're going to the planks first, which is a bit annoying. These guys should continue generating logs for these guys. Although we've dropped the shipping off. This might be a problem. So, I'm really making a mess here, guys. I'm really sorry. Let's do a stopgap solution of doing planks to tools, RF, planks to tools, temp, just so like we are continuing to make tools, buy some vehicles, get some carts going. We had like 200 on here before, so like 50 just to keep it going, because we want to keep demand up. Oh, I still stop producing and potentially level down. And what we also want to do actually is get rid of this one, thinking about it, because we should now be able to saturate it. So if we sell all the vehicles and get rid of the line, we're going to replace the line with a shipping, so trucks from there to maybe down there, to deal with how we get a train to get up and down this atrocious slope. So here comes the first train. You're going to go the other way, other train. Let's just make sure the line's set up correctly. Yeah, the line's set up correctly. Which way are you going? You are also going to the right. That's slightly inconvenient. Fortunately, because it's single tracks, what we can do is once this guy gets into the tunnel, we can flip him and send him back up the line to get some get some logs. Okay, you're nearly there. Speed up a bit. Why are you going on the wrong... You're going to tell me that there's a problem? There is. Okay. So how far in do you have to get to be able to then rotate and come back out? That should be long enough. Here we go. Da-da-da. Here he comes. Okay, all sorted. Fine. And then we'll do the same for the other guy as well. Oh yeah. Some new stuff. I might actually slow down the rate at which time's advancing at the moment, just because I want to spend a bit more time playing in this time period. Here he comes. Is he on the right track? He is. There we go. A happy train. So, what is our rate on this one? Our rate is 165. We want our rate to be 400. So we might want to add some more trains actually. Or we can make bigger trains. Let's see how... Got these logs ready to go. Here he comes. So we could potentially add another two... let's do manage vehicles. Add another two flat cars to each of them, and then maybe add another, let's do it right now, 193. If we then double 385, and that's still going to be a little bit low actually. Maybe I need to make these stations bigger. Here was me like, oh, I don't need to future-proof them just yet. And then finding out, well, actually, our stations are a little bit small. I don't think it matters necessarily if our trains are a bit longer than the platform. So let's just give each one of them an extra flat car. And there we go, that should be all of them. 413. One thing to note as well is that we've got 28 of that is going to be, well, some proportion of that is going to be the tools being shipped back. So we might actually need to do just a little bit more. I'm very conscious that I'm spending a lot of money at the moment, but it will come back, don't worry. And we'll do them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another one down there. It's gonna, I can tell we just had an alert saying your train is stuck. That'll be because I've made a mistake on my signals, or they're just in the wrong place. To modify those, there are no warnings. Oh. Why are there no warnings? There is train 3 and train 4. It's because you have entered while the train is coming out. You're going the wrong way, and you are also going the wrong way. So if we now flip you, why are you... You should be going that way, but you are not. I don't understand. It's also good to know that this is long enough, but there's something weird going on here. Let's take that back. And tracks. So if you come out to there. Let's see, you're going to go properly this time? You are, okay. So I don't know why that was a problem before. Let's just let it run for a sec. We'll see if there's a problem, because it will tell us when they get in each other's way. Bit of a queue at the moment. That's one of the problems of having it in single tracked in spaces. Why are you trying to go the wrong way? I don't understand. Okay, let's try. You might need to borrow some money to get a bit. Okay. I'm conscious that this is 2 episodes in a row where I seem like I don't know what I'm doing, and I assure you that I have definitely played this game before. I'm just a bit rusty. It's been a while since I properly played, so if we put you in like that, it could just be that my trains are too long for the platform. That's causing problems with the signalling. So if we then push this guy back, the straight one to there, and bring this guy out to there. I might also just extend this transfer bit so they've got more room for waiting. So they've got signals, so they will be back to there now and up to there now. Okay, so that guy is facing the wrong way, but he should be able to turn around. Let's see. I will come back and terraform this once I've got a bit more money. Here he comes. So he should now be long enough. Yep. Should hopefully now come out on the right. Okay, fine. Hopefully that'll do all this queuing. So we have queuing at the moment because there's not enough. They kept getting caught up here and they weren't moving quickly enough. So let's see, this guy should have a load full of planks. He does, he's made some money, very nice. Next guy should already be on his way in. And well, at the very least this guy should be able to get to the... Now there's queuing up here. Where's the queuing here? Waiting for free path. So that signal there, stopping him there. So it's this person here. I haven't really changed how signals have worked since the last play of this game. Why does this guy not have a free path if he's facing that way? Because it's clear, there's no train. Okay. What is wrong with my signals? Okay, I think it's because my platforms aren't long enough and they're coming out on the wrong side of the tracks. So if we replace... It's never really been an issue I've had to deal with before, so I apologise if I'm seem like I'm not doing a great job of dealing with it. Maybe to there. That's going to change a lot of our track stuff because that's going to be quite a steep slope. Just like that. Okay. Oh, it should be alright. Okay. The outside, through to there. Signal to there. Okay, so this guy needs to turn around because he's on the wrong side. Is this guy now happy? Okay, this guy's now happy. Transfers about there. He's going to turn around, come back out, follow this guy up. There he goes. Auto save. go. So we're not making money on this line, but that's just because I've spent too much time messing around trying to figure out why it wasn't working. We should now, all of our trains should now be in motion. Yeah, they are. Okay, so this line is now sorted. So you've got lots of planks ready to go. I've got to admit that took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. Next time we will, I mean I can just do it now. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip out the road along here, and it's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna do today. And then next time we will put in our other train line to get the planks from the bottom of the mesa over to the tool factory, and then we'll be shipping our tools back to West Valley City, and then also we'll figure out how we get them to a lathe. So smash there, so there. There we go. With that, we are one step closer to having a properly put together train line. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.